It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Saints and the Packers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a good matchup here between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Goode and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Time to meet the Green Bay offense, and the player in charge of it, first rounder from the 2020 draft out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love going to throw right away. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On second down, it's Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Now these two teams, the Packers and the Saints, met in the season opener last year, and that was all Saints, if you remember. 38-3, they won in New Orleans behind 5 Jameis Winston touchdown passes.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. Packers.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive.
They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it certainly hadn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, Carr. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Taking it about the 16.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
And Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
On 2nd down and 4. Love. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Love with it here. 3rd and short yardage.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Love. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Jabari Zuniga
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Up the middle, Jones.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A first carry now. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Carr to throw.
He completes it to Olave. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Demario Davis there on the stop. Love, they go play action now. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Love.
Catch made by Watson on the out route.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Love now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Carr.
This one taken in by Olave.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. From the 36, Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Kamara up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll throw with Carr. And his throw is incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Carr going to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Love from the gun on third down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Flush to his right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. To throw his Carr. He's got Smith here.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A give. This is Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give it to Williams, running right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Love.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Love. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Love.
A check down here to Jones.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 5.
To throw now, here's Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Mevis knocks this one through.
And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. Williams going to get it again on second down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Here's Winston.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Play action now, Winston. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston now from the 50. It's caught on the right side, Williams.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
3rd and short yardage, Winston.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve we saw right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing, Winston. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You want to put together a long drive? You've got to be able to convert on 3rd down, and they've done exactly that on this one. Sure enough, came up with another conversion right there.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Looking to throw on second down. Winston.
He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On third down, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Winston to the sideline here on fourth down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try.
This a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Etling. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Play fake. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wood. First target, first catch, and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 44, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 40 now on second down, Winston. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Gatling to throw it. They shakes it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Gatling had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere. But the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 29, Winston. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, Benjamin. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Off the draw, here's Williams. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Jameis to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Saints have taken the lead here this third quarter.
The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Etling. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Etling. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Peyton Turner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, ball pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Winston.
They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
The busy night continues for Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd and 7, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. On 2nd and goal. Winston, and that'll be incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Winston. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. On 2nd and 9, Etling. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Etling to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Colin Saunders in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
To throw, Winston. He finds his man, complete. That's Perry.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Winston.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This is Benjamin.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packers offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll throw it here. Etling. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Etling. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw, Etling. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So a risky move that does not pay off. And, Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective. They had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Now Winston. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They give it to Williams, running right. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So the Packers down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They try the left side here with Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Winston.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense. Trailing in this one now. 1:24 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.